Maine farms and small businesses receiving a big boost from the U.S. Department of Agriculture today. Congresswoman Shelley Pingree and Rhiannon Hampson from the USDA were joined in Rockport by White House Senior Advisor for Rural Engagement, Delivery and Prosperity, Cindy Anks, for the announcement. Over a dozen Maine farms and businesses received a total of $2 million in grants to lower energy costs by way of solar power and clean energy. Officials say this will help generate new income and create jobs.
This money, this REAP money, Rural Energy for America funding, as well as fertilizer production, those are going to help these small businesses across the country retain more of their revenue and be able to grow the communities that they live in because they can hire more people and spend the money in their communities.
You can find a list of the recipients on our website.